Today we're going to talk about how to merge large data sets in Excel Power Query and how this can replace XLOOKUP. As data sets grow, financial analysis is becoming more important to drill down on details. However, when you're trying to bring in different details to make that analysis, it becomes very inefficient to use XLOOKUP. I have a data set here. It's available in the description if you'd like to follow along. So here we have a sales table. We have 2 years of sales data, 2025 and 2026. We only have the customer code and the product code in the transaction table, along with the total kilos and the net sales. Everything else that needs to be brought in for analysis has to be looked up. In this table, however, there's 10,000 rows, and this isn't even big compared to some companies. If you brought in an XLOOKUP now to look up, for example, from the customers table, the customer name, and then the channel code to do analysis on those, the file will become huge. Apart from reducing file size and load time, the best reason to do this is because anything you do in Power Query is saved. And then any new data that comes in automatically has these transformations applied to them, which makes it really powerful and efficient and automated. So we'll open a new workbook, and then to bring in that data to do a merge, in Get Data, you create it from a file and an Excel workbook. And then we select multiple items and bring in the calendar, the customers, the products, and the sales. And we transform data. So Power Query has brought our 4 tabs of our Excel sheet into the editor. Now you just make sure all of the headings are headings, and if you need to, just use the first row as headers. This is quite normal in a transaction table, only having minimal data. So you have the customer code and the product code. So if you wanted to do analysis on those, that will be fine. But if you wanted to bring in more details from these tables, the products and the customers, you can merge this data based on the codes that are in each table. So the customer code is in the customers and the sales, and the product code is in the sales and the products table. So what we're going to do is merge, which is exactly like an XLOOKUP, in here, and then it will bring in the extra columns. Now, the best thing about Power Query is once you set this up, it's done for every load. Every time you get new data, you just refresh it and it's there. So we'll select our sales table, and on the Home tab, we'll choose Merge Queries. Now we have our sales table, and we're asking it to merge firstly with our customers table. And then you just tell Power Query which code is the same in both. In this case, it's the customer code, and everything's matching, and then you press OK. Now it's given the customers table here as an expandable option. So we click on these arrows and we decide what we want. Now we don't need the customer code, we already have that. We just need the customer name and the channel code. And we don't need to use the original prefix, so we'll say OK. And now as you can see, based on this customer code, for example, C001, it's brought in major retailer for the name and the channel code, which is retail, in these columns. So now you can do analysis on the customer, for example, the customer name or the channel code. If you wanted to look into retail or food service, you can now group on those. And likewise, we'll do the same with our products table and bring in our product information. So from Home, we'll merge queries on the product code, on our product table, and then on product code there as well. And they all match, and we say OK. And then we expand. We don't need a product code again. We'll bring in the other 3 and say OK. And there we have now our extra details of each product that we can now do analysis on. Okay, now the last merge we're going to do is with our calendar table. It's always great to have a calendar table set up. And like this one, it has different elements of the date. So then you can bring in these to create analysis on time. So we'll select sales and again merge. And we'll bring in our calendar, and this will be on our invoice date and our date. And we'll say OK. And now we'll expand this and unselect everything. We'll just bring in our year this time. So this will be the year of the date and say OK. So now from our dates, we have our year. Now you could load all this back into Excel. You'd have this entire table there, and you could do pivot tables or sum ifs to create summaries. But another thing you can do in Power BI is create reference tables to create summary views. And that's what we're going to do now. So we'll right click on sales and click reference. Don't click duplicate, click reference. Reference means it's actually referencing to the sales table. It's not creating a new one. So every time the sales table data updates, so will this new one. And we'll call it sales by channel. And what we're going to do now is create a summary of the net sales by channel by year. So to do that, we just select net sales and the channel and the year, and then we'll remove other columns. We'll bring year to the front and channel to the middle. Now what we're going to do is summarize net sales by year and by channel. And you do that by transform, group by, and we're going to summarize it by year in advanced, add channel code, and we'll call this net sales. We're going to sum the net sales, and it will be by year and by channel. Now we have a summary in one little table of year, channel, and the total net sales summed up. Go to home and close and load. Okay, so now we have our sales table, which has our original data, as well as our extra data that we merged, including our year. Then we've also brought in our extra table, our summary by sales channel, by year and by channel, and the total net sales. So as you can see in Power Query, you can merge different data without doing big, heavy lookups. You can also do summaries that you can bring in back into Excel. And these are two main reasons why you should give up XLOOKUP. You can do all of this in Power Query, and then it's automatically refreshed every time the data is loaded. If you like this, hit subscribe. I release videos every week, and I'll see you in the next one.